Hey guys, how's it going? Whew, sorry about yesterday, first of all. Stream is normally on a Monday, and it wasn't on yesterday for various reasons that I'm not going to go into here, but I am here now. Just drop that on silent. And yeah, man, I'm alive. I'm alive. Let's let's let the games begin, or whatever anybody says. Let's get on with the show. All right, so good to see you, Saj. Good to see you, pal, in the chat there. All right, so let's just listen to what we've got. I couldn't remember if we'd finished this track or not, so I brought it up. I've had a quick listen. I don't think we did, and if we haven't, there's stuff that can be done. If we have, then I'm pretty sure there's stuff that can be done in this stream to just improve it, and maybe even go through the mix a bit. Add a touch of reverb and whatever here and there. But yeah, let's press play. Alright. Ohayou gozaimasu, Tai Nakamura. Good to see you, pal. Nice for you to drop by. So what I was actually about to do whilst that was playing was I was going to add a reverb onto these strings. I want to use a whole unit. Actually, I forgot a unit that's not got anything else on it. See, there's this reverb A on here. Might be able to send them there. Again, that's just reference, but that's a reverse reference. Turn that on. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. That'll be fine. They're already going to reverence, which is interesting. I had an idea right here, which is going to require a bit of automation, which is one of my favourite toys in any door, if I can work out how to use it. I can use it in Cubase really well, but I've tried it in a couple of other things, and it just seems awkward sometimes. But this is what I wanted to try. Let's try modulation. I want the step filter. Now this can sound a bit crazy, but if I use it right, it's going to sound good. Something like that. So that's going to require quite a bit of automation because we've got the mix to automate and everything else. Insert number 1. First of all, we want, well actually we can just use the mix level. It wants to start, let's get zoomed right in on this so that we get it right. We're over here. Just going to drop this there, guys. Don't worry, I can still see you chatting. I have not just covered you all up with a piece of paper. So the mix is currently at 100. So how automation works is you basically just draw in lines to affect one of these. For instance, in this case, we control this mix fader here. So what's going to happen is as soon as it gets to here, we have to put read on so that we can then draw stuff in. Right? We're going to have this. Well, it's going to stay at 100, so actually we need to drop this one down. Not quite that far. Oh. Alright, so our starting point is here, so it should sound normal here. Right. Watch this. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me. Watch this fader. Maybe that could, instead of being one of them, it could be one of these. Alright, Tyrant. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Pull that back, drop in a drum fill there, see how that sounds. Oh. It's one of the strange things about Cubase is sometimes it likes to do what it wants with the automation. Actually, you know, we've got the craziness going on there. Let's drop that to there. As soon as that... Yes, step filter is a Cubase plugin. However, you know, you can find any. Step filter is literally what it is. It's a filter that it goes based on steps. Excuse me. I'm sure you can find a free one somewhere, you know, anywhere. Obviously be careful of downloading viruses and whatnot. And then I think what we'll do is we'll come back to this whole section here. Copy and paste right there, but is that right? Yes, it's just this. Zoom in just to make sure I'm doing it alright. Yeah, there's a massive gap, that's all. Grab all that stuff, shove that back there. Beautiful. Right, let's see how that sounds then. So automation is really good for giving your track a bit of life. It makes things move when it feels sat there and it feels a bit stagnant, like it's just sort of going at a straight pace. If you want to spice it up a bit, give it a bit of automation. Make things happen throughout the track. Make things change even though you're not actually playing anything physically. You can make things change and it sounds really good. It's the equivalent of playing a long note on a guitar and then adding a bit of vibrato. Or vibrato. I don't even know how to say half these words. I'm just speaking. I speak the words. I do not say how to say them. Right. But yeah, the point is, you know, you can. It can make a whole lot of difference between a boring bit and actually an interesting bit, or even a really good bit. Like you can have things that move from left to right, like they glide around and stuff like that, and up and down, and it's good fun. Right, let's have a listen to how this sounds. Yes, you can. You can use MIDI controllers with your automation and stuff. So you can press the right button. There's some settings somewhere in Cubase. What you do is basically assign this. Where is it? I won't be in there anymore. Like you assign one of these to your MIDI controller. So like the pitch, but you can, if you've got a controller rather than just a keyboard. If it's like full on, you know, you can reroute everything. You can assign it to a note if you want. Well, I didn't mean to press the keys then. or a button, or, you know, depending on what the control is. In that situation, you can assign it to the mod wheel and start it all the way at the top. And as you turn it down, it affects that, and it would draw that in. Just to show you an example of how it works. I mean, we'll only need to read to write. Right, this is how it works, yeah? So, as we play, yeah? And you see how it's drawn the line in right there. I mean, I let go there, so it went back. It reverted back to reading what I'd already put in. And it's a great little tool. Is automation. You should be able to do that in Logic as well. Pro Tools, you know, it's a standard. You can even, I know you can do it in Ableton Live. It's pretty good. Yeah, man. Well, that's what it is. It's called what do they call it now? Hold on. CC automation. Yeah. And this is all your standard settings. I don't know absolutely everything. Record destination on conflict. Right, okay. Obviously I don't even know what that means. But you've got all these settings. You can assign different things to different stuff. Poly mode on, blah 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 blah. Actually, if you've got complete or contact and you want to get the most out of it, excuse me, you want to be using your mod wheel and your pitch and all these different stuffs, because contact is already set up, ready to be used with a controller that's got. Yeah. Hang on. Why you no do what I ask you to do? Right. So for this to loop around, sorry, I was just thinking then how that's going to work in terms of a loop. That doesn't work. What I need to do is yeah, sorry Tyrant, it might be my end, I'm not sure. Hope you're not having too many issues. Guys, let me know in the comments if there's any issues with the stream, and I'll see if I can improve it, because it's not always on your end. Sometimes it's my end, and I need to work out how to sort that out. Copy that, paste, because I'm still learning, guys. I'm just a rookie. I'm a noob at the end of the day at this whole live streaming stuff. Oh, little baby, he's only got like a couple of streams under his belt. He's barely even made it to double figures. Did it? Right. Okay. Yeah, I think it's something on my end. I need to have a word with someone like Hiko Simon, find out what sort of settings are going on behind the scenes that I might not know about that I can use. Alright, here we go. It's getting a bit dark in here. I'm just going to turn the light on and then I'll press play. There we are. Right, let's see if this will loop around. So it needs to loop around without any reverb or echo or anything. Right, okay, so if we cut that off, like a regular old intro. Right, that's good. So that's what I want. That's so that people can, whatever format they're using this in, be it a game, a video clip, you know, whatever, music in the background of a live stream, say, they can have that just back to back. They can set the audio file up and just duplicate it, or have it on loop, and you won't be able to hear where it stops and starts. That's the whole idea behind that. And I'm not great at it, but I find that using a simple loop like that, with plenty of space, not a lot going on, is the easiest way to loop around. Plus, it works for it works for like YouTube stuff, because that space is where the audio, you know, the person who's talking is going to be. So yeah, right. So we've got that going. That nice little. Is there anything else we can do with this? Because I like that automation. See if we can work on some levels. I'll get rid of that. Hang on a moment. Right up there. Right up there. We don't need to see this stuff anymore. Mixer. This is where I set the windows up. I've not tried this before, so I'm interested to see if I can get this to work in a way that is useful. I don't think it's going to work. It makes the view all messed up, doesn't it? Tell you what, we'll just go back to being like this. Have the mixer on top. Right. What's going on there? Oh, I know what's going on there. No wonder we can't hear the strings very well. They're on spiccato right there. Now. You see, this is a massive deal. And this is another thing that's kind of cool, which took me a long time to learn. So at one point here, I've got these strings playing what's called sustained. So there's nice long held notes, and that's what they do here. Now, I want them to change when they get to here to spiccato or staccato in the terms of this one. So what I'm going to have to do, why is everything moving? I've lost you guys, hang on. Cubase is messing me around now. Right, Cubase, stop being silly. Hey up, what's going on there? Stop trying to load. But your Wi-Fi is going wrong. Right, okay, minimize that. Cubase, everything's gone okay. Right, so let's go in there. There we are. Right, I'm just going to cover you guys up for a moment while I work out what's going on here. I will see your comments shortly. Let's see what's going on. So I need it to change from right here from staccato, from sustain to spiccato. So what I have to do is this D1 and C1. That's not just random notes, numbers. There, you know, if you're playing on a proper set of keys, you go to that C1 and press it, and then all the strings will go to their sustain sounds. If you want them to play staccato, you press C sharp 1 on the keyboard, and it does that. Now you can do this, you can program it so that it changes. It's another way of automating, basically, so that it changes to do what you want in here. So what do we need? We need D1, which is right at the bottom, and it won't really show me it. Right, so we just put a single note in there, right there. But I don't think that's D1, does it? It's C1. Oh, because that's right. Okay, me being stupid. There, I need a note there. And likewise, I need a note at the start of here. I need a C1 to make it so that, which actually, yeah, so for some reason it's C minus 1 on here. Oh no, yeah, it says it. Duh. So fake sometimes, can't see the wood for trees. So now it's moved to sustain, and I need to put that at the start of each section. Otherwise, whatever was last set, so if it sets to staccato, sets to sustain here, then it changes to spiccato here, and I don't put it back. When the track loops around, it's going to come back around and play this in spiccato. If I don't set that as a sustain. So now that should work. We need to do the same here using the ones for. See, contact uses different ones. Yeah, you guys, not saying that right now. Contact uses different ones. 0, C0, but you can change them, look, which is really good. You can move them around. So that if you want to use a certain note for something else, because you can alter this note range in contact. If you want to use a certain note for something else, you can just shift these along however you want. Right, so on here, sustain is 0. But we want it to become staccato, so D sharp 0, D sharp. You see, when I pressed it there, here, it changed it over here. So if I change it back to sustain, back to staccato, yeah. So you might, hopefully you guys are learning something here. I hope I'm teaching you guys something. I was quite chuffed when I learned how to use this. I was like, God, blimey, this is awesome. I can do what I want now in Cubase, in Contact. Well, master of Contact. But most VST sort of especially string-based instruments that have different modes will have something like this with these sort of notes somewhere. It's just a case of finding them. Even drums have them sometimes. So we've set that to staccato there, D sharp, so I need to go back to, well actually I need to also change these, don't I? So what was it for here? It was, you see, I need to make sure I get the right one, otherwise it's just going to sound crazy. C minus 1 or D minus 1. C minus 1 for sustain. And in this situation, we just literally drop it right at the end of this, which is here. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Throw the questions out, because it's so easy when you're stuck in this to forget how good a question is. You don't think how complicated something is when you just do it. So yeah, man, Sarge, throw some questions out. We'll get them answered and educate people as best we can between us. This wants to be C0, and it wants to end in, was it D sharp? Was it D sharp? I think it was D sharp. Right, now that should work. So let's just have a quick listen to this section. Oh, see, that's because I missed that note. Those top ones don't sound nearly as good as the bottom ones. How would it sound if we made that pizzicato? Had them left and right. No, it sounds awful. Sounds like it's struggling to catch up all the time. I think we just drop that out there. Although having it on just strings seems to give it a little bit of volume. Might be that I put a volume thing on it. Automate the volume so that it just drops right there. 'Cause it's... Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think the top strings are stronger than the bottom set of strings because it's a different instrument. And also, this is doing spiccato, whereas these top strings are doing staccato. Maybe, I mean, let's have a go. The idea was that it's in the background, it shouldn't be as far forward as it is now. Let me try and drop the volume first and see if it helps. Yeah, alright, let's have a look at the send verb. Let's not have it post, but pre. Let's not have it pre, but post. Now what that means, if it's pre-fade, it means turning down this channel has no effect on how much signal goes to the reverb, the effects unit. What are you doing there? Go away, we don't want you. So, for instance, solo this. Show you right now. So sends, right? That's coming through pre-fade. I can turn that down completely. It's gone. Right? Post-fade. I turn that down. It's gone. And you can't hear anything because you can't hear the effects channel because it's not being sent anymore. Pre-fade is really cool for making that backgroundy echoey effect, which is, I think, what I might do here actually. That sounds good already. Sounds much better. It sounds much better. I've got to remember not to talk while I'm playing it because I'm pretty sure when that's playing you guys can't hear what I'm saying. Oh, this tea's good. Right, okay, so we've done that. The only thing with automating volume is that I don't have much control over it when it comes to mixing. I have to control it a different way. Let's have a listen. Yeah, is it alright when it's playing? You guys can still hear me. Oh, that's good news. That means I can talk and play at the same time and confuse the crap out of people. And I said, yeah, I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that. I try not to try and keep good language on the internet, on the interwebs. I tend not to swear anyway, so it's not too hard. Crap's about as bad as it gets. Even though I just said it again. Anyhow, you see, because I've missed that Oh, I haven't even put one up yet on here. Of course. Right, so what was it? Sustain on here is hold on, list these. Sorry about that. What did we say it was? We said it was 0, didn't we? Try and set it up there. And it has to be the tiniest of notes. Thank you, Saj. Right. Right, yeah, we're on that thing. So this needs automating to be the same as the previous bit. So down to there. Minus 21. 74. Right, so that should sound the same as this bit. Sounds gorgeous, doesn't it? What's this? Nice. Alright, so it loops around. It's sounding much tidier, especially with this automation sorted out. The strings want to be louder here than they are there, so that's fine. Did you guys notice anything? I was actually thinking I want to play a little bit of electric guitar right at the end, just like a background echoey sort of nice lead. Not fast, because I can't do fast. I can't do any of that sweet picking or like that. But yeah, I've got about 10 minutes. I'm going to quickly grab my electric, which means I have to take my mic off and I have to disappear off screen. But it's in this room, so it won't be long. Right, we're back. Which one is it? Guitar there. Lining guitar. This way. Alright, brace yourselves. So this is my baby. It is an Epiphone, yes. An Epiphone Les Paul. Is it custom or special? I can never remember which. Oh, it tells me on it. Custom. Got it. I've had this a long time. I worked for this guitar. Hey Becky, how you doing? I might just take that strap off. I fitted the strap locks myself and all that jazz. So what I need to do, quickly drop an audio track in. Now this is probably going to be rubbish, but let's have a go. I mean, why not? I don't get a chance to play the guitar very much on here. We need IO1 and 2. Right, I want to insert guitar rig. Now Ty, if you're watching, man, you need this. You need this. This is good stuff. I want some proper echoey guitar. Right, monitor. Alright, full volume. I don't know if it's even in tune. Give me a tuner. Alright, there we go. Here we are today. What's happening there? That D was so C sharp. Don't know why. And that's a G. B. Bit further up, no, bit further down. Right there. E. Alright, but that's not the sound we're after. Just get into the key, the right key. That didn't sound bad at all, did it? I mean, I don't know what you guys heard. You might not have heard anything. That sounded pretty cool to me. I hope you can't hear me playing the actual guitar. I hope you can only hear that. Oh, dude, the pods. Yeah, man. I remember the pods. They were revolutionary when they came out as well, with all those guitar sounds in. And the Line 6 Variacs. Oh, blimey. Yes. Good times. We used to have a Variacs acoustic. The Variacs guitar, basically, well, you probably know it, but for those who don't, it was an acoustic guitar, but it had built-in sounds. So you could turn this knob, and rather than sound like an acoustic guitar, it would sound like a sitar. Or any other, it had loads of stuff in it, banjo, what's that tiny guitar called, ukulele, it had all that sort of stuff in it. It was so cool, especially for use with, in the studio. We used to have some right fun with that. So you know what, I'm just going to press record. Let's just have a bash. Alright, okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so to answer your question, Saj, because it's an insert, if I mute the insert, I can bypass that now. If I mute it or turn it off, you will just hear the clean. So if I drop that back in and bypass again, so effectively I can do this. I can duplicate that. Pan left and right. We'll do 68 for now because I've already taken up about that space. And then undo that. Open this, and instead of it being that, we'll have maybe I can do this. Go with this, right? 2 different guitar sounds playing at the same time. apart from the shoddy plane, that sounds great. What were you saying? The big monster. Should we have a gander at that? Let's have a gander at that. Where was it? Where did you see big monster? Effects, reverbs and delays. Right, let's get rid of that. Was it in here? Big monster there, right? Let's load that one up, see what that's about. It's probably a big distortion. But the thing is that, with a delay on it, would sound gorgeous, actually. So let's just minimize all these. It's already got a delay there, so let's just sort that out. Let's get that delay so it sounds much better. We want a lot more time on that delay. Full level, we want some feedback so we can hear it a little bit. Bit more feedback, a little bit more delay. Swap those both central and see how that sounds, because layered, it doesn't sound that good layered by itself, but let's drop it in the mix and see how it sounds. Right, send that to one of our ye old fancy reverbs. Right, I think there must be a sustainiac or something right on the end of that somewhere. It's probably worth. Is it the octave verb? I bet it's the octave verb. No, it's not that. So that's easy fixed. We just put a massive fade out on there and bring it back. Or not so big. A little bit longer. No, it has to be sooner than that, doesn't it? No, you want to be central. You want to be slightly left. Let's go all the way back to the end of the track. I've got a dilemma. I'm going to finish the stream in a moment. This track is almost done. It might need one more stream, or it might just need a quick mix. Either way, you'll see it next stream. But my dilemma is with or without guitar number 1. Right, we'll call it guitar 1, call this guitar 2. Does it sound better, just that nice reverby, distorted, big monster that that the Sarge has pointed out, or does it want that second delay guitar that I've added, that air ensemble guitar? Right, so this is without. Alright, this is with. Alright, so without guitar 1 or with guitar 1. Yeah? Now, Sarge has already given me his answer, but actually, if you're watching, I want you to leave it in the comments. Guitar 1 or no guitar 1. And I might still re-record the actual take anyway, but I do think it's important for me to decide right now whether I'm going to keep guitar 1 sound and have them both layered again, or just have that nice second distortion by itself. Sarge thinks just guitar 2. What do you think? I'm going to press save now. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming round for this stream. As usual, I'm sorry about yesterday, but I made up for it today, hopefully. Nice bit of guitar. Same time next week, except not Tuesday, but Monday. And I'll see you then. I best go to the end of the world right here. You know, right in there. That's infinity in there. Inception is what we call Inception. You can press that button, or I can press that button. Right. Anyhow, stop being silly. Alright, guys. See you next Monday.